I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited, bro. This is a new VST, man, new plugin, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real producer, you know, like when you get a new plugin, it hit different. It feel like Christmas, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But this one right here is called ultraSPHERE. It's made by Sample Logic. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to them. They gave me, you know, special access, a little early access, real quick, so I can make this video for y'all. So right now it's April 12th. I think this gonna have to drop at I think the 17th is when I'm gonna have to drop the vid. But this joint is fire. All right, this is fire. So first things first, make sure y'all subbing up and make sure you follow the Twitch so you don't miss no live cookups. I will be, you know, making beats with this joint live after the 17th once I can do it, you know, public. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subbing up, make sure you follow the Twitch so you can see me cook up with this joint live. All right, but with all that being said, bro, okay, now first things first, bro, if you didn't know already, or you can't just tell just from looking at it, this is kind of like ultraSPHERE with a spin on it. You feel what I'm saying? In my opinion, I think it's just a step ahead of Omni because of what you can control and how easy it is. Let's just analyze what's going on in here. Let's go from top to bottom and look at the VST real quick. So right here, the first thing you see, if you go right here, this is a randomizer, right? The preset is this. Okay, so you click the preset and then you go to the right side and you can pick it looks just like Omni kind of with the instrument preset browser thing. And then you can click the different tags, you can click multiple tags, and then you can exit out and go back, right? This is a randomizer joint that's gonna get a random preset, okay? It's gonna select the random preset, all right? And now this is the preset. Hit it again. Yo, listen, I be hearing the beats in my head before I make it, bro. That's why I made that face. But that was for that preset fire. I might just leave it on that and cook up with that. Basically, that's what you do with that. The humanize button is very, very useful. This is going to add different variations, different volumes, panning, pattern, pitch stuff. It's gonna add random modulation and random changes to whatever preset you're using, whatever sound you're using, so that it sounds like a human is playing it, right? So you can add saturation modulation, right? It's going to add different instances of saturation to certain parts of the sounds and certain chords while your beat is playing, so that it doesn't sound the exact same the entire time, so it doesn't sound like just a loop. You get what I'm saying? Or you have this one left right delay. You can change that and have it be delayed left right, not necessarily like panomatic, but just random delay in the left and right sides. You feel what I'm saying? You also have the stereo width right here that starts off at 100. You can put it down or you can put it up, whatever one you want. Right here you got the variations with the, like I said, velocity, right? So you can change this. It's at 50 right now, but you can change that. It's going to add variations to the, you know, how hard the keys would be pressed while this is playing this sample. You know what I'm saying? You can change the pitches. All right, the pitch humanizer. They got sample start, so maybe if you want to have the certain sample start at different times, you can change that. And then they have the filter frequencies that you can change too. And then this is just the master limiter with the humanizers combined. So you can change the attack, release, and threshold just like a regular like compressor limiter type thing, right? So that joint is actually really fire. I'm gonna just hit reset just to make sure it's all cool. But yeah, the humanizer is something that I would do at the end. Like if you already have the sample that you want and you've already played it on your piano roll or whatever, I will use the humanize at the end just to add some variation to it throughout the entire beat, right? Now the chords, you got 4 chords, all right? The chords are independent sources, all right? So the sources is just one sound, right? Sources are one sound. You can click in here and change the individual source, right? So right now, and they're all called spheres. So it's just gonna have a number after it, but they're all spheres, right? So right now we're on, what is that, 161. All you do is click in here and you can change it the same way we changed the presets. You can change that. This is where like sound design stuff comes in at, because you can hear it. So like, I mean, this joint like so fire. I wouldn't change any chords with this one. I would just play this out and then just play around with this that I'll show y'all later. But you can go in and change the individual sources. So let's turn the volume down and then play it. We only hearing this sound, right? And that's the pink one. You feel what I'm saying? Now we put these back up, right? Now we hear everything. Now what you also could do is, let's say I don't want to hear the bell that I'm hearing. Y'all kind of hear that bell in the background. So the first thing I would do is try to find which one is the bell. All right, we already know that's not the bell, we just played that. Now let's put this back. Let's see if the blue one is the bell. I'm just guessing. Nah, that's not the bell. Now let's put these back up. We can put the exact numbers back later. Let's see if it's the green one. Okay. So it should be the purple one, but we just gonna listen to the purple one just to make sure. So the purple one is the bell, right? So let's say I like the bell, but I don't want it to be too much. I don't want it to be too present the way it was originally, right? I can just, the same way we just played with the volume here, I can just turn this volume down. I'm gonna turn it up because now you can't hear it at all. There we go. So now I like how it's kind of more faint, right? So that's just a little example on how sources is, how they work. And at the end of the day, I could change this. I could change this from a bell and just change it to a different thing or a different bell. Let's put something airy. Let's do airy. We had, so you see I picked 96, right? Let's do this again, right? If I don't like that, I can just hit this arrow, go to the next number. Remember, we picked airy, right? So we want something airy. That's cool. Next one. Until I find something. I'm gonna just leave it on. I'm gonna just pick one back. All right, that's cool. Whatever. All right, so put these joints back up. It don't gotta be at the exact number. It don't matter that much. It ain't that serious, but you feel what I'm saying? So now we don't hear that bell that we heard. We hear that airy sound that we just put in, right? Instead of playing with these volume knobs, and you obviously you see the other knobs, you got pitch, pan, transpose, and this is sample start right here. You also have reverse. So you can reverse the source or you can invert the phase. Either one, it don't matter, right? Now, this circle right here, this is the emphasis circle, right? So as you can see, if I put the circle all the way down to this bottom corner, you see the blue got dull. That's because I'm telling this entire VST, I want y'all to focus on the green, right? Now we hearing most of the green. If we put it, let's put it on blue. Damn, they're just hearing all the blue. Now, ideally, you'll probably want to have it, you know, still in the circle, but you just kind of circle around and see which one you like the best. But as you can see, that colors is changing because it's emphasizing different parts wherever you're pointing to, right? So we can point it here. Now it's emphasizing that airy sound, or we can point it back here. And it's emphasizing that pink one, right? That's super fire. You see what I'm saying? They also have different versions, so you could do a square, you could do a regular cross, star, for loops, it's whatever you want to do. And then you hit this play button and it's gonna do this while the sample's playing. All right, it's just going around, right? So that's how you do that. We can also and you just hit that button to stop it, right? That's where the square comes in there, because the square is like sharper. I would rather do a circle, but you can do a bow. Bow's sharp too, but it's going back and forth, right? But you just keep that off if you just want a regular sound, and it don't matter what the thing in the background is. If you can still emphasize it the same, right? So it don't matter if it's hourglass. I can still put this here, leave that off, and I won't have to worry about it, you feel me? And then this is the humanize trigger or mixer thing. So if we were to, you know, play with some of these knobs, right, you do that, you have to humanize, and this is how much humanize you want type time, if that makes sense. And then you can go here and just actually click the ones that we went through. You can do, you know, load up a pattern if you want, or save a pattern if you can. I'm pretty sure you can draw a pattern in here, or you can just have it empty like that, where it don't matter what we do. It's just gonna stay wherever we, You know what I'm saying? You don't have to hit this play button because there's nothing there. This record button is going to record whatever you draw. Let's say we did this. Let's say we did that, right? Hit play. So that's a user drawn, you know, look like Squidward a little bit, but I just drew a user one, right? So if we hit play, it's gonna do what I just drew. You feel me? And then you just hit clear if you just want everything to be back to normal, right? So that's how you do that. That's how you work that right there. It's super fire. I think that's something that like a lot of sound design people will use too, but producers, you know, making beats as well, like there's a lot of situations where you would definitely want to have that come in handy. Down here, this is where this triggers like how much you hear the frequencies of the specific color, right? So you see like the green, we're hearing the, you know, from 2K to like 100. So you can change it like this. You just want to, you know, if you want to do like that, however you want to do it, you know what I'm saying? And it just corresponds to the color. So self-explanatory. It's pretty cool though. So these are modulations, right? So if you double click in here, right, you can change these knobs right here. You can change the actual pattern, and you can do that for each one. All right, it's for each mod, okay? And then the sequences right here, there is an ARP. Turn the ARP on, and then you can change the velocity. So I'm just clicking in here. All right, I'm just changing that if I wanted to change it. The note length, same thing. These are all, you can all edit all of these, and then it's the picture. Obviously I'm not gonna touch that, but yeah, that's how you use the sequencer. All of these are connected to everything here. These are connected to all 4 cores, all right? And then you have the effects, all right? So you have the master effects right here. That's gonna control everything. So this is the EQ that's on this sample right now. We could edit that right here, all right, just regular. You can hit that button and make it, you know, more present so you can actually see, you know what I'm saying, the different bands and all that, right? Then you got tape delay. I'm not sure what white dwarf is, but all of these is you can change. You can change all of these, or you can turn it off. It's up to you. And then over here, if you didn't peep, this is just resonance. All right, you can turn it up. It's default at 0.3, but you know what I'm saying, you can turn it up or down, and it corresponds to the color as always. And so back up here, right? So with the randomized cores, what you can do is if you just want a different core, but you don't have no, if you just want to save time and, you know, don't care to go through the presets, right? You just hit whatever one. So let's say I wanted a random core for 4, I would just hit this button right here, right? If I wanted it for 3, or if I wanted it for all of them, or just for 3 of them, or just for 2, it don't matter. You just hit that and it'll put in a random source for your for that core, right? And then in terms of the instruments and all that they got, they have, so I mean, I was told they have 1,700 instruments and presets in here. All right, so 1,700 different instruments and presets. It's a lot of sounds in here, bro. I didn't go through all of them, of course, but they are very, very different. All of them are different. I'll tell you that for sure. All of them are different. And like I said, there are so many sources included, plus the presets. So all the presets are a combination of sources, right? So if you look at all these presets, you gotta times it by 4, because all of these presets have 4 cores, which is 4 sources. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different sounds that you can play around with it and make. And I think this is like definitely, if we talking about like a alternative to Omni, bro, this is the best one, because it's literally Omni with a twist, with a lot more control than Omni has. I'm just saying, y'all know Omni is a little older, you feel me? And this is like a newer version with way more features and way better control over the sounds, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna make a beat, right? So I'm gonna make a beat with this plugin, you feel what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tune into that video. That joint gonna be up. That joint gonna be up tomorrow. So make sure you sub up, you like it, comment, and then you're gonna see the video of me making the beat with this VST, you feel me? But shout out to Sample Logic for showing love, bro. Make sure y'all hit the link in the bio. Y'all go grab this joint. But yeah, I'm out though, you